back to my channel. Today, if you haven't noticed by the title and by the lip color, I'm going to be talking about a really fun new product, and it is one of the new Smashbox matte lipsticks. It is in the color Punked Matte, and it is like a true gray color. I never thought I would be sitting here telling you about gray lipstick, but I am, and I'm obsessed with it. I feel like gray lipstick is not something that everyone's going to love. It's kind of like black. It's a love it or hate it kind of color. I personally love it. I think it is very edgy, but it's a little bit softer than doing a true black. And that's what I love about it. So I created this look based around the gray tones with the eyes. It's kind of a smoked out gray crease. And then I paired it with some lashes and then of course the gray lips. So I'm going to be showing you how to make gray lipstick a little bit more wearable in this video. And the kind of look that I would wear with it. So I kept my skin very glowy and bronzy, and I think that is one of the keys to this look. So you don't look dead. You want to make sure your skin looks alive. But anyway, I'm obsessed with this color. I, again, would never have thought I would love gray lipstick, but I think it is so fun. It's definitely a fun trend for the winter and even going into spring. It's surprisingly neutral and wearable, I think, because it is such a neutral toned color. And I would totally wear it with a lot of stuff. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I've already applied my Kat Von D Lock It Concealer all over my eyelid to create a really even skin tone base. Next, I'm going to sweep a matte cream shadow. Next, I'm going to sweep a matte cream shadow all over my lid. I'm going to be using Levitation out of the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette because I want something that's very cool toned and not yellow toned like the Naked 2 Palettes matte cream is. And I'm just going to sweep that matte cream shadow all the way from my lash line to my brow bone. Next, I'm going to use a transition shade. So you want to use anything that's just a little bit darker than your skin tone to add a little bit of dimension to the crease and work as a blending color for the rest of the crease colors. So I'm going to go into this color from my Becc Ombre Nudes palette, which is like the perfect blending color for me. And I'm just going to sweep that into my crease. You don't have to be too precise with this color. Okay, next I'm going to take Tease out of the Naked 2 palette, which is a really pretty like matte purpley taupe. And I'm going to use a crease brush to really build this up into my crease. And this color is really going to give us that nice gray tone to the whole eyeshadow look. So I'm just putting that in the crease and then bringing that down onto the outer corner of my eyelid. Okay, next I'm going to go into Blackout, which is a very matte pigmented black. It is the blackest black you can find. I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm just going to start tapping that on the outer corner and also carving out my crease to kind of create a cut crease, but we're going to blend it out anyway. But I'm just going to really deepen up this first color we put down by adding the black just to the deepest part of my crease. So it's still going to predominantly be that other color, but this will just make it a lot more dramatic. And then on this outer corner, once you get to the edge of your crease, you can just drag your brush down to meet your upper lash line. Then you can go back in with your crease brush and just lightly blend out this black. And you don't want to blend it up too far, you just kind of want to blend over the black to soften it. Next, I'm going to line my upper lash line with a black gel liner and then slightly wing it out on the edge. Okay, now that the eyeshadow is done, we're going to pop on some false lashes. I'm using the Ardell lashes in 120 Demi. Okay, when I wait for the lash glue to dry, I'm going to go ahead and apply my under eye concealer and fill in my brows. Okay, next I'm going to apply a little bit of Tease, the color we put down in our crease, just along the lower lash line to give the lower lash line a little bit of definition. gonna go back in with my gel liner and just go over anywhere the glue didn't dry completely clear. Okay, then I'm just gonna apply one more coat of mascara to bond my real lashes to my false lashes, and then apply some on the bottom. Okay, next I'm gonna fill in my brows using my Becc Ombre Nudes palette. Okay, next I'm just going to apply a little bit of contour and highlight with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I actually did a whole review and demo on this palette, so I will link that down below so you guys can see a whole video on it. I don't want to add a really strong contour with this look since there is a lot on the eyes and then the gray lip, so I'm just going to add a little bit of soft contour and bronzer. That's why I'm not using a really small brush today. I just want it to be kind of an all-over bronzy look with a little bit of shading, not anything too harsh. You do want to make sure you add some bronzer though, because you are using like such a gray colored lip. It's gonna it can wash you out if you don't do the rest of your makeup accordingly. So just make sure you have on some bronzer. Okay, next I'm gonna apply a little bit of a neutral colored blush. This is Exposed from Tarte. And this is just a blush that I use when I really don't know what to use because it goes with everything. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this onto my cheeks. And then to add that glow back to my skin, I'm going to go in with Becca Opal. I'm using the pressed powder one today. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the tops of my cheekbones. So pretty. I love this highlight. And then what I like to do is take a smaller brush to go down the bridge of my nose and Cupid's bow, just so I don't get too much product. If I use that big brush, sometimes I'll get highlighter like on the sides of my nose and like all around my mouth, and you really don't want that. So I'm just going to take a tiny brush and get right on the bridge of my nose and then right on the top of my Cupid's bow. And then I'm also going to apply a little bit to the inner corners just to brighten up my eyes a little bit. Okay, now we can move on to the focus of this tutorial, and that is the gray lip. I'm going to start off with a gray eyeliner. Actually, you could find a gray lip liner. They're just kind of hard to find. So I picked up the eyeliner from NYX in the color Charcoal, and this is the perfect cheap fix to find a gray lip liner because you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on the lip liner if you're already going to splurge on the lipstick. So this color is just perfect. It is a true charcoal color, and it goes perfectly with the lipstick. So I'm just gonna start by lining my lips with that. Okay, next we are gonna apply the gray lipstick, and I'm using the Punked Matte from Smashbox. This is a new matte formula, and it's very moisturizing for a matte lipstick, which was surprising. And I'm just going to apply that so you guys can see the gray color. It is like putting on concrete or something.